I would really love to share my experience with you. There's been so many things that have happened that since I have left Carefree, but I think I'd love to start with the Sunday morning of Carefree because the event was incredible to me. That last day, I was so amped, and when I went into the meditation, I had the most incredible meditation, and there were so many things that transpired. It was almost like a slideshow of visions and pictures and things that. But the most significant was that I experienced four angelic beings, and the first one was the most magnificent to me and continues to, I feel like, stay in my presence. And when I experienced this and I was approaching her, or I call it her because it's how it felt, she just opened up this expansiveness with her and this light and the love that emanated from her just swept through my heart, and I was weeping, during this experience. And when the other ones approached, it was very similar. It was so right to the heart, and I would have these moments of release with tears. A week after I got home, I was in the meditation, and I put a playlist together. I did the breath work and the blessing of the energy centers, and then I put Barry's music at the end, so it would give me a 2-hour meditation. So I was in that space of surrendering, and I don't know how far along it was, but I think it had been a while, but I was in a very deep place. And all of a sudden, I felt like I was surrounded by this energy field that was surrounding my body, and my body was like almost as if I was holding onto an electric fence. And at the same time, I had this like funnel of energy, and I literally could feel it at the top of my head. It was like it felt like a drill. I was just so it was so amazing experience. Afterwards, it didn't last very long, but afterwards I laid there and just soaked it all in, and I really loved it. Wanted it again. And then a couple of days ago, I was in my meditation, and I was again in a really, really deep place. And all of a sudden, I found I could feel myself or observe myself, and I was with someone, and I was in a vehicle, and it wasn't a car, that I do know, but we were having a dialogue, and I don't know what that dialogue was, but I do know that what was most clear and solid was that the voice was my girlfriend who was with me at Sid, and the voice said, "You just need to do it. Just do it." And at that moment, it was like I felt, as I was observing this and what I was feeling, it was like a rocket ship, like the blast off, and I felt like things were moving and shifting and reorganizing, and then it was really felt so restructuring, and I could never articulate it the way that I felt because it was so incredible. And then I was in this tunnel, and it was kind of light with gray, and I was traveling along at a clip. That's how it felt. And these shapes, triangles, squares, circles, were passing me by, and some of them had question marks in them, and I don't know what that means. But I was in that space for a while, and then boom, I was back in my body. I do know that I've been on the verge of entering the portals, and then I don't know if my conscious body pulls me back, but I got out of there, and I have to tell you, when I came out of my meditation, I thought that was the coolest thing in the world. I wanted some more. But what I want to tell you, what it does for me, is I feel so incredibly connected. I I can see some subtle energy, and since I've been doing this work, it's getting more magnified. I can also tell you from a personality standpoint, I am not the same person who showed up for Carefree. I am like calmer. My relationships with my adult children are different. My relationship with my amazing guy, he was so excited at my experience at Carefree that he's already signed up to do the progressive workshop. We're going to Cabo together. I mean, we are really want to have a life together and live this kind of life together and do this work together. And I thank Joe and the staff for, for bringing it to us and for sharing it with us. It's been 3 weeks. I can't imagine where I'm going to be in 6 months from now. I am not that same person, and I'm so grateful. Thank you.